Level 4. Ooh, we can still hit the map. It doesn't really matter which direction we take. Meaning, we might as well go north.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
That's a huge revolver mage. We had quite a few minor quests here. Find some fountains, things like that. Don't particularly care about them. Who the hell makes that noise? Probably the Baelnorn. Do we have some sort of item we're trying to pick up? Lot to fill. I don't recall anymore. I guess that means not too important. Might be looking out for a ring. Yeah, to replace the immunity. But we definitely need a ring to do that. At least with the current recipes we have. Unless something magical drops in our lap, I suppose I could pick up rings. We would need a damage reduction ring of some sort. Piercing or blunt. Percentage reduction would also work nicely. Nevin. Hello, Nevin. How you doing? Someone is looking for me on level 4. Okay, Nevin, where exactly are you? If someone's looking for you on level 4, he probably pays quite well for finding you. Again though, why would I care? I'm at level 31, the level cap is 40, so we're going to get close to that. We are close to that already. We might get too close, even if we just play normally and don't do these quests. It's the one dungeon where we killed all of them. That was just a bit too much.
You meet your end.
A lot of slod. Our armor class is keeping us safe. There's a lot of long damage otherwise. As a cleric, damages me for 48. More vampires. Looks like this is a warrior area, so there's basically just one continuous fight. Better heal. We're not in a bad situation, but we also have no reason to stay in our at reduced health. If something goes badly there, we might actually die. Better to keep a healthy buffer. Looks like this area doesn't really have anything of interest. Yeah, it's totally empty. Mertz whiskey. Are we really doing Mertz whiskey again? On the positive side, you could do it like this. You basically hoard those items through multiple dungeons and then get the most out of it later on. Armor class bonus versus dragon plus 5. Yay? That's very specific. Holy Avenger, another one. Alistair's Lollipop. There's an area there, probably filled with enemies. We have no reason to go there. But better just stick on this side then. We'll do a systematic search of the area. There's quite a few quests, good quests reward-wise. And you never know, we might end up finding the boss right here, like this too. Naturally, if we find it, we'll end it then and there. I'm not dragging this on for experience anymore.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
This is not a fighter area, only 2 enemies.
Here you meet your
Fighter area would have multiple times that. Ooh, Dimilage. Knows you.
Here you meet your end!
The sexy armor. Nothing to do with us though.
The good of all!
Your blood.
Yeah, these are 3-man groups mostly. Here and there, maybe 5 or 6 guys. Be a piece of cake. Also a puzzle. Alright, we'll complete the puzzle and... The Medusa is not doing anything. Oh. One continuous fight for the entire goddamn area. They might not have anything too serious, but they still have a lot of trash to throw my way. What are you gonna do with your time stop? Shadow Conjuration, minor globe of invulnerability. What good will that do? Don't like this. We're getting back to the old habit of just improved evasion. Into the old habit of just killing everything. Spending a huge amount of time hacking and slashing for no real good benefit really. I mean, we are getting experience out of it, but gotta have a goal for that experience. Thieves' tools plus 12. He hasted himself. Gonna do a barrage of spells at me. Not that'll do much good, but interested to see what he has to offer.
The good of all!
Ah, he died. $300 points of experience from killing that guy. These are sort of treated like super tough opponents that you need to defeat, but they're not. Ooh, that's a bigger problem. Two demi-liches, bottom liches, clerics. That's actually much worse. Clerics can harm me. They're throwing terrible spells at me. taking electricity damage. That just doesn't sound some kind of a... that is not a sound that should come from an undead monstrosity. It's the worst kind of puzzle too. Bonus spell slot druid level 6. Well, they got me to half health almost, so not like they were totally worthless. I'm thinking a smarter man than me could probably see this formation and see which side makes the most sense to play this game on. Still, for me, better not think about it too much. It won't help. We have a fairly mechanical system to complete these, so overall it's best to just follow the system. Thinking just wastes time in the end. Right. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5 would be a 6. A box. The worst kind of reward. Attack bonus versus neutral plus 5. But it doesn't work on an enchanted weapon. At least it doesn't show in the character sheet in any way, and usually it automates everything. So I have to assume it doesn't work. I'm assuming also that it's never meant to work. It's like a glove thing, it's not a weapon thing. There it would aid you substantially. Still, saving and loading times are too long. But since we chose to kill everything here, I don't want that effort to go to waste, so I'm saving. This is why we don't want to kill everything. Although the chance of failure here is very, very, very small. The point is though, it's there. We don't want to risk it. Yeah, this is taking too long. I'm just avoiding the fighting from this point on, unless we have to secure an area so we can interact with things. I feel like This is bad game design. You have to know your system to the extent where if it can't do quick saves, that should be almost instantaneous. If it becomes some kind of a big multi-minute effort on part of the system, maybe you should not design the system in that way, or just abandon the goals of the module. Limit the sizes of the dungeons you can create. I mean, it might be that, or basically give out a warning to the players that you can exceed this recommended limitation when you create your own dungeons, but it's going to cause problems, so be aware. Do it at your own risk. Another puzzle. Mostly trash opponents.
My enemies fly before me.
Former Genie lamps. Still, someone wants these too. You know, there's a puzzle here, but is there anything else? Yeah, pot giver. Crap. Well, this is usually fairly simple. We can probably shoot this from here to there. Oh, these align fairly well. Okay, what direction? Portal has opened. You can go fuck your portals. I'm not setting foot in there. I'm just gonna lose my companions if I do that.
By the mother's wrath!
If there was any chance of getting some loot there, I would totally do it. I think that's another fundamental design problem. What's the point of your secrets when they are viewed by the player as not giving any kind of reward and more just a risk? The system doesn't work. This is what I suppose I feel about this now. Is that it's not a bad idea. It is a terrible implementation of a bad idea. I mean, a good idea. Like, we sort of want to make a game out of this system that it was never meant to support. So you sort of try to do it, implement it as much as you can, but it just doesn't work. It just doesn't. You don't have convenient ways to haul loot or storage loot anywhere, which is the key to these type of adventures. Although I suppose I might be thinking it incorrectly. It's not meant to it's not meant to be a Diablo game, it's meant to be a rogue game. Rogue games are... they're basically, you make a character and you play as far as you can go and that's it. They're sort of disposable games in that sense. I think this is more of a mix, because dying is not a problem. You just lose some things and you continue on. It's not meant to be game over. But you're meant to play like that. You're not meant to load. You're basically meant to die, respawn. That's it. So it doesn't matter if the game takes 2 minutes to load or save, because you're not supposed to do that unless you just end the game and continue some other time. You're just supposed to respawn, lose gold, and continue on.
Here you meet your end!
That way the flow happens better, and that also would be more in line with why you can't haul your loot away from here, because you're not meant to. You're always just sort of meant to go along, push forward as far as it goes, and that'll be it, more or less. Sometimes things work well for you, sometimes they don't, but that's fine.
Good day.
You're supposed to join the experience. Communicate with a Yanti named Baird. Baird can be found on level 4. I don't think I've met Baird yet, so continue on. But I think I'm going to try to adopt more of an attitude where we respawn when things go badly instead of load. I think it might fit better, especially now because money hasn't really, or loot hasn't been a concern for a long time. So why fuss about it? Why spend 2 minutes staring at a loading screen when you can just click respawn and continue? Yeah, that could explain some
Hold
things.
this place. Let nothing uproot you.
It might alleviate the problems I've had with this. Someone is looking for Eberolas. There's a lot of people looking for other people in this level. Bad we haven't actually found any of them. I mean, that's at least the second person trying to do this. I was sort of thinking not doing that because of how long it takes to save and load. But if we just respawn, that wouldn't really cause that much of a problem. Then we might lose money here and there, but what's money to us, really? It hasn't been an issue for a long time, and you can immediately get it back if you start losing it. $500,000. Reflex saves, light purple. I don't see the attraction. Immunity to critical hits and true seeing. Totally worthless. Because we have it all in an item already. And the critical hit is already on a ring, right? Freedom, immunity to critical hits. Yeah, they're now giving that to everyone. Dual weapon fighting, heal plus 25. Immunity to negative energy, 75%. Freedom. Not bad, but we have 90% immunity. I'm not sure if it's on a ring. I don't care. I honestly do not, because we have found almost zero difficulties except for the beholders. So I think it makes no sense for us to try to align our equipment to meet threats that haven't been real serious threats to us at any point. We need to still align ourselves to counter those situations that have been a pain in the ass for us. That's the most important thing. So if they come our way again, we can just push through without too much fuss. Okay, this I don't think this looting thing is really working for us. I mean, we might as well keep an eye on things, but that's it. The only way to go is north. One thinking about it too much. And there was a camp here, nothing else. Why am I fighting these guys? Well, now I'm sort of in the middle of it, but I shouldn't have never come here in the first place. To reach there, go through some dangerous areas to get there, but I'll survive actually. I'm not sure why the Bale Nord sounds get to me. An archer? Holy shit, it's been those a while. Most people have not common sense enough to be archers. And I say that as a person who would love to play as an archer. It's just a terrible class in this game. It's a terrible, terrible class. If you had more tactical combat, I think it would work just fine. But this sort of every fighter clusterfuck doesn't really lend itself all that well to range combat with bow. Better tactical control of companions would also be sufficient. Oh, okay, it's the wizards who are using bows. Well, to be fair, it's much smarter than trying to cast spells on me. Okay, they killed my companions. Now we really have no reason to look for anyone. Yep. These keep piling up. Where the hell did you come from? That's a bigger question.
Here, follow me. Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Ah, what a mess. Might as well go through the corpses and look for recipes. Damage bonus versus lawful neutral +8. That's respectable. I mean, that's a lot of damage. Lawful, there might not be all that many lawful neutrals here, but my weapons have empty enchantments spots, and I'm not getting any other kind of damage addition, so we might as well add these. I don't think that's the only one. Unlimited ammunition +4.
By the mother's wrath!
Some extra fire resistance wouldn't be horrible. Oh, actually, I think I would know how to counter that. It didn't occur to me earlier, but there's an obvious easy solution. We can use elemental shield on ourselves, because it also gives you protection from those same elements. And we already have a 50% higher immunity, so probably get. So fight elemental shield with an elemental shield. Simple, elegant solution. I haven't actually been paying attention though. So is it a regular loot here or not? I'm pretty sure I have quite a few of those potions somewhere. I have no recollection what it looks like. We have endure elements, they are that, elemental shield. Also gain 50% immunity to cold and fire. I have a 50% immunity to fire already. So we could get more of these and just basically, if we notice that we have to deal with a lot of fire, we just have to take the damage. We can drink one of those and that will solve all our problems. Best thing, it comes in bottle form, so I can probably just buy it. If not, I can certainly loot more. And I have a reminder of what the bottle looks like. I'll play a few additional areas and leave things at that, depending on how many enemies there are in these.
Hold this place. Let
Okay, what
nothing
exactly do
uproot
you want? Plant meat. Haven't seen any plant meat.
Get on with it.
Neviels. I rescue them.
From above!
As long as we keep the merchant alive, everything's cool.
Evil falls before me!
Come on, kill it. I'm just luring more people to this fight. Merchant is still doing fine.
Your time in this realm is over.
We have to keep a little bit of an eye out on where to go next. Baylor has to be taken out. Fighter is very sturdy, so these guys will not be able to kill it. Who's attacking? There's a hireling attacking something. I have no idea what. Yeah, we are not going there. Right.
Greetings.
Hopefully that healed more than me. Did not. Okay, I want to be at least buy something from the merchant before everything turns to shit. Right, there are no potions, useful potions that I can buy. Still, they're fine potions, they just aren't gonna do the job I want them to do. There might be some scrolls that can do it, I don't care too much. It's not something we have to do constantly. So even a couple of potions will probably see us through the worst of it. Acid is not a problem, we have a natural immunity toward that. I can also take epic energy resistance fire, that would more or less do the same thing. Good damage reduction. Gotta risk saves here and there, even though we have switched to the respawn tactic. The game is fairly reliable, stable. I mean, I can play tens of hours and it doesn't crash. But you really don't want to take a huge risk in any case if you play for a long time. At least I can. I guess it's a habit of playing Bethesda games. Even the best of them will crash occasionally for no reason. You get into the habit of having to constantly save. And here, especially now that the autosaves don't really work. It's probably to do with the unique system of this random dungeon generation. And I think they've disabled it here, or disabled it precisely because they knew how terrible the saving and loading can get. So automatically forcing the player to wait a couple of minutes is just not working. That could also be why they've sort of favored the respawn system here. Because they don't want saving and loading constantly. Here's my thinking about that. That's fine, but you should be open about it to the player. Not that it's just an optional way of doing things, but it's the game works best when you do it. There are problems to pop up if you try to play it like a normal adventure. There was a plot giver here once upon a time. Yeah, that's just red smudge on the ground at this point. I don't see why we want to do anything here. Yeah, maybe he was there once upon a time, but the only reason for us to fight this fight is if we would have used the plot giver. There's nothing here. I'll go north and explore this corner and leave things at that.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Wait, why is there a plot giver? There's clearly a plot giver here. A lot of casters. Hopefully the plot giver here wants to buy some of my crap. Hell. Alistair lollies. 560, sure. 5,400. Right, where do we go from here? North and west. So, gotta go there. This is not good. wonder if the whirlwind attack can even do critical hits. It can. That doesn't mark them as critical hits. There, can't go there. Well, I'll finish reading up with the plot giver here and leave things at that then. Bonus speed, sneak attack. 1d6. I suppose you could always add that something. I mean, what's the downside? You waste a slot, probably an important equipment enchantment slot, so on something that you'll never use. These tools plus 14. It's just that as long as I'm alone, I don't get those special attacks. I would need a weapon that has something like a stun ability or something. Anything. But I don't, so forget about that. Now we discovered a secret. But why would we go there? Just the source of grief.
My mother's wrath!
One player is fundamentally harmless, the clerics are not. Attachment bonus versus chaotic. Plotkeeper. So what do you want? Explore certain areas. Yeah, sure. Come along. I actually visit them already. We have gray areas here. Yeah, that's at least one. There's a good chance I can't complete this quest anymore.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot
Usually
you.
there are multiple areas. Freedom of movement. Okay, that's a good one. Well, could have been a good one for a long time ago. I'm slightly curious what's here.
Your time in this realm is over.
I'm not really interested in the fighting itself, but finding those
Your time in this
quest people we were supposed to locate. Maybe some of the items. I think there was a fountain at least or something. Maybe a mirror or something like that. acid rain, but nothing fundamentally dangerous here. Very impotent clerics run crap at me. Giving the mages fire shield time. No. He's already wounded, there's no point in here, but kept beating the shit out of him. Regeneration plus 6. That's the one thing we've been missing for a long time. Other freedom of movement. Yeah, the moment we find a sport, we'll definitely put the regeneration on something. Doesn't matter what. It's more regeneration than I've ever had. A single enchantment. Should I go to the center? It's in a way unnecessary fighting without a doubt. But, let's see. Well, a lot less fighting than I anticipated. This area seems to be very good for us as far as recipes are concerned, so I want to see this land. There's something interesting. No, we got all the good stuff. 2 secret doors located too, though.
To the fight! Onward! The good of all!
Is this our spell or someone else's with acid rain? If it's not ours, we need to leave quickly. Our Minotaur isn't going to survive this. By the way, what's done is done. Re-export enough. And I think if we continue with the respawn idea, we can make progress quite a bit faster than previously. I feel like an idiot for doing the loading and saving that takes 2 minutes at a time. I mean, it's just the way I've used to playing these, and I had no real reason to think that I should be playing this in another way. But now that I really think about it, I think that was a major fuck up on my part.